What's up, nerds? Welcome to DNA Pow Block, episode 3. We made it to a third episode. Yay!
What?
I'm your host, Corey Deary, and alongside me is Edward and Adrian from World 1-1 and a bunch of other places.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny. Every time Edward has to plug whatever he's working on, it's like a list of like 17 things.
I know,
He
we went
just
through
goes
it.
on and on for like 5 minutes.
We went through it last night on our new show that's debuting. Well, that's debuted earlier this week if you're watching this on Wednesday when it comes out. DNA DualShocked, which is our PlayStation show. He went through that huge list, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go pee, I'm going to get a beverage, I'm gonna get a snack.
It takes less time.
Maybe I'll play 2 chapters of Uncharted.
Yeah, exactly.
look, I have a lot to get out. Podcasting, writing. There's a lot of media, a lot of video game stuff that's on my mind that I gotta
Edward's
get out.
popular. He's got his things.
He does everything. Yeah.
Oh man, when does Tuna Cycle come out, Adrian?
Oh, it's actually a pretty interesting question.
We
were super excited last week. We were approved by Apple and Google Play, both the paid version, the free version of the app. We were super ready. We were super excited. The energy was building. I started doing, some art to promote the release. I was gonna send out emails to pretty much everybody I know, saying like, "Hey, the game is out," and send a couple of keys for review and stuff like that, right? And I was super excited, right? And then I came home because why they came home that day? I don't remember. I think I had to record. Oh yeah. I think I had to record a podcast or something. So I come home early, do that, and then I just go to bed early because I was like, all right, I have to wake up around this time to publish the apps. And then wake up early and go to the office back again. So I'm just gonna call it quits early. Then I get a text from my friend saying, "Hey, no, we can't publish. We have to get a tax form for the U.S." And we had no idea that was a thing that we had to get, which makes a bit sense. But again, we didn't really know. So yeah, now we're kind of stuck with that. We have to talk with our accountant on Tuesday, and just go from there. Sadly, it's another obstacle.
See, if you just lived here, Adrian,
I know, eh? It was like,
stop making games in the snow and come live here where it's.
Stay in Canada. That way, when I come, I have a place to stay.
You have a place to stay.
That way, when we escape from Donald Trump, we have a place to go.
Oh, his deal.
That too,
man. Yes. Anyways, this episode might not be as long as the last couple, even though we keep saying that and they just keep going on forever. We're going to talk a little bit about Pokemon Go, what our thoughts are on that. We're going to talk about Pokemon Sun and Moon. But first, I want to talk about Wii U is coming to the end of its life cycle. Love it or not, that system, it's heading out. It's had a good run.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of franchises that we didn't really see on the Wii U, and I kind of want to get your guys' opinion on when NX comes out, what kind of dormant franchises that Nintendo hasn't had on Wii U, or even 3DS even, that you would really like to see on NX and see what Nintendo can bring with its old catalog. Like, we haven't seen F-Zero in a while. Metroid skipped this generation, which, we already talked about that last week. Our Destiny, hopes and dreams of Metroid.
Yeah.
No, just still no.
How many are we doing? Are we doing like one each or like
just
three
like
each?
A couple, like 2 or 3, maybe
All
one.
right.
I mean, I feel like we're all such big Nintendo fans that we're kind of feeling the same ones. You know, I know we all want a new Metroid game, whether it's 2D or 3D. Uh, I think F-Zero is a underappreciated franchise. So I just kind of want to get your guys' opinions on the games that we've been missing this console generation, and if Nintendo should bring them back to NX, and what you would like to see of these franchises on the NX.
Well, definitely for me, Excite Bike. I know we got it for the Wii, but we didn't get one for Wii U, and I think um, I like Excite Bike, Rave Race, like some of their sports games and racing games. I think they need to come back. Mario Kart 8 is good, but they have a lot of sports games that were really good back in the day. Ken Griffey Jr. Was a good game that could come back. Be just Mario Baseball.
Mhm.
That's
Eh,
they could. That's fine for like kids, but I'm just like a more arcadey MLB kind of game from Nintendo would be like a little bit fun. When you said Dormant, I don't know why I thought about this, but Uniracers was a game that Miyamoto did back in Super Nintendo, and Uniracer was like kind of a roller coaster, but it was a unicycle, and you raced it throughout the whole level trying to get to the end. I think that probably could come back. Uh,
I feel
Someone
like
did it.
before you continue, I kind of feel like the Nintendo sports franchises kind of got shoved into like Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort and like Wii Party and like all those mini game collections.
Yeah,
So they weren't as. Don't get me wrong, Wii Bowling is like the best thing on the
it
Wii.
is the best thing
It's
in
the
the
best,
world. I
especially if
agree.
you have a bunch of people in the room with you and
Oh,
like,
so
yes,
good, man.
oh. But like I wanted like Mario Golf. We got Wii Sports Golf. It was okay, but I want like a real Mario Golf game, or like those sports games. Wave Race was a great game. It kind of got shoved into what Wii Sports Resort, right? That
yeah.
was the second one. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to play off that before you continued, Edward. Like I feel like most of these got shoved into the compilation packages instead of their own release.
Yeah, you guys make some excellent points, and I mean, we did get a Mario Golf like a couple years ago on with Mario Golf World Tour on 3DS, which I thought it was a really decent game. I really enjoyed it. It had online, which was
Mhm.
good, so you could play with friends all over the world. But yeah, man, like Wave Race, like I loved that game back in the N64. There was one on GameCube though, wasn't it? I'm not
Yeah,
100% sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think I ever played that one, but the one on N64 was just fantastic. So I would love to get that back. F-Zero, I mean, that is a given for sure.
I don't
We
see why they didn't just pay the the fast racing Neo guys and just shove F-Zero characters in it, because that
yeah,
game
like
was like
at least amiibo support or something, right? Like, hey, you have the Captain Falcon amiibo, cool. You unlocked Captain Falcon with the Blue Falcon, like something like that, right?
right.
That would have been really cool. Or
And like
DLC.
1080 snowboarding with the Wii pad, the exercising pad, that like would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1080
Snowboarding.
that snowboard, yeah, game. Man, like I remember there was I don't know if you guys ever got. I'm pretty sure you guys did actually. But on the Mario Kart's Double Dash box, there was like another disc that had a bunch of trailers and demo for games. There
Hmm.
was a trailer for 1080 Avalanche on the GameCube. I,
Okay.
I had a wicked song by Cauterize. I think they're a Canadian band. The song is called Choke. Just look that up on YouTube. It's a fantastic song. And that video, man, that video got me super hyped. And I remember going crazy trying to find that game back home, and I could never find it. To
Oh
this
my
day,
gosh,
I've
it's
never
all
played.
over here.
Oh well, yeah, but I
I
didn't
should
live
just
here
send
back
you
in
a
the day.
copy, because like there's this little hole in the wall store by my apartment called the Exchange. There's a
Mhm.
couple of them around the area. I was just in there a couple days ago, and like I was looking at the GameCube games because I was trading some stuff in. It's like I prefer that place a little bit over GameStop
Oh,
to
100%.
be honest. But like I was looking at the GameCube games. They had like 5 copies of 1080 and Wave Race for GameCube for like $2.50 because
Oh,
Dude,
nice.
dude, if you send me that, I will love you forever. I'm not even kidding. I want to play those games so much.
yeah, dude, like totally. The next time I'm in there, I Canada's the same ESRB and like
Yeah, we have
it's
the same
still
thing. Yeah, it is the same
yeah
thing.
Yeah.
yeah. So like it's yeah, totally, dude. If it's there the next time I'm in there, I'm probably gonna go probably like Tuesday or Wednesday for sure to
Yeah,
like pick
just
up a
just
couple
just let me
copies.
know because like I've seen copies here of 1080 Avalanche on GameCube, but man, they go for so much. Like retro video game sellers here, they're so expensive. Like, and I know the dollar is
Those are
bad, and
jerks.
everybody, yeah, like everybody's trying to make a dime, but like $70. I mean, I want to play that game, but that is a lot of money.
That's
That's more than
crazy.
the original the game came out.
I know it's just insane that. But yeah, no, like if you find it for super cheap, I mean, please, like
Yeah,
I do want to play those games.
yeah, man.
But going back on topic though, sorry that I
No,
kind of
it's totally
No,
derailed.
fine,
no.
dude. Those games like 1080 Avalanche, Wave Race, uh, what were there's some other ones like the Mario ones are still kind of expensive, but like 1080
Yeah.
and Wave Race, and there's one other one there that I can't remember what it was, but like those ones are like super cheap because they were super overpopulated in this area.
Well, because they were like kind of like release titles too, right? So like everybody, like when the GameCube came out, there was just a bunch of Wave Race like all over the place,
Right.
right?
Right.
And I did like I may have even played the GameCube version a bit, but just a bit. I just remember playing the N64 one so much.
Do you
Like
guys
it
even
was.
remember Nintendo did NCAA basketball back on Super Nintendo
Yeah.
before EA took it over?
Yeah, and then
Where
they did the Kobe Bryant basketball game, the courtside NBA courtside.
oh
Did it?
wow.
Yeah, dude, they had that was the other one, NBA courtside 2002. They had there for $2.50. Totally almost
Hmm,
picked it up
that's
because like
insane.
it had Kobe on the cover, and then on the back it had like Kobe and Shaq doing like these sweet alley oop dunk things. Oh my gosh, so good.
Um, Now you know what, and I know Edward doesn't want kind of like the Mario sporty games, but
No,
Mario Strikers,
Oh
Mario
man, Mario
Strikers on
Strikers was
GameCube,
awesome. The
yeah,
it
Mario
was
GameCube, the
Strikers
so
is
GameCube
really
one,
good.
awesome.
the
Yeah,
GameCube
like
one,
the
not the
GameCube one.
Wii
The
one.
Wii one wasn't so great, but man, yeah, like I remember, and I was talking about this with some friends yesterday because we're playing Rocket League, right? There's a stage that kind of looks very Mario Strikey, and we're talking like, man, like Mario Striker was so good back in the day on GameCube. Like, what happened to that franchise? Like, why isn't there another game?
Uh, Probably
Probably because it didn't sell on Wii or something. I don't
oh
know.
no, it's so tremendous on
Oh,
Wii.
really?
Like it
Yeah,
lit-
it's one of the Player's Choice titles. That's not what they're called on Wii, but like
Nintendo
yeah,
Selects.
yeah, the Nintendo Selects.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
it does.
I didn't know that. But no, yeah, like man, like Mario Strikers, yeah, like give me one on the next. I would love to play that game. Put some online play so I can play with friends all over. Like that would be fantastic.
Like
And then speaking,
Adrian, people are still asking for that game.
really,
People literally come into my store and ask for that game. They be like, "Don't you got like a Mario soccer game?" I'm like, Mario Striker." They like, "Yeah, do you have that?" I'm just like, it's kind of out of print, cause they want the game. I'm like, only got the Wii version, and they'll buy the Wii version because and
hmm,
people still want it.
hmm. I didn't like the Wii version so much. I think the GameCube one was just great. Just give me a remaster of the GameCube version. I don't care. Just give me something. But speaking of online play, though, you know what? I'm always surprised they never did a Wii Sports like online type thing. Like I would love to play bowling with my friends, right? Like, hey, I hit you guys up. Like, hey, Corey, Edward, let's play some bowling, right? And just like talk over Skype or something for like an hour. No, not an hour. That's a lot of bowling. For like half an hour and just play some lanes there. Like that would be fantastic. Maybe the next should launch with another Wii Sport that has online capable. Actually, no, don't launch with that, but release it later on the life cycle.
You, of course, Mike Tyson the Punch Out series, which is fantastic on Wii. I think I'm kind of fine not having it on Wii U, because we got him on Smash. But now that we know that how he looks in the HD version for Index, they have to give us a Punch Out. They literally have to give us a Punch Out.
Yeah, I thought, man, I could have sworn we were going to get one of those on Wii U, especially like because that Wii one was actually pretty decent.
It
Like,
was really good. I actually really like it.
yeah, like for just like a fun hour or so, like you needed something to play to kill some time. Like that game was like totally worth it, and like I'm totally surprised they didn't come out with one for Wii U. And like we thought, who did that? Level 5? No,
No, a
no,
different company.
it was the company that did Luigi's Mansion for
Yeah.
3DS, right?
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I'll
like
do that while we talk.
yeah, I totally thought they were like before they announced Luigi's Mansion, I totally thought they were bringing Punch Out 2 to Wii U. Man.
And it's so good. Like people were just like, this is a game that you play with your friend. So if you get defeated, you pass the controller and back and forth. Like a lot of people love that. They kind of miss that about games.
Next level games, by the way.
Next level games.
I knew it had the word level in it. That's close. But
Now, Punch Out is a great. It was a great example of a game that kind of like escaped a generation there too. I mean, we got it for digital download on the eShop, which was good. We got the Wii version, which for a while was kind of hard to find. I was just happy to get it there, to be honest. But you know what? Like even so, we don't really have many Punch-Out games. We have Mike Tyson's or what is it, Mr. Dream's Punch-Out on NES, and then we have Super Punch-Out on Super Nintendo. Nothing on the N64, nothing on the GameCube. Then Punch-Out on the Wii, right? So we only have 3 games out of 5.
In the arcade, if you can find it.
oh boy,
Oh yeah, but that's a bit crazy.
that's a stretch, Edward.
Actually, not really, because if I drive an hour from my house, there's a arcade that has it.
Let's just steal it then.
Good condition.
We'll steal it. I'll put it on my plate.
To North Chicago, or I'll come play some Punch Out.
Yeah, exactly.
If you come, I'll take you there.
There you go.
Just make sure you got $15 so you can play all day. No tokens, nothing. All day.
That is a good deal, actually.
Yeah,
$15 and you just play all day?
They have like tons of SNK games. They have Killer Instinct. They take.
They have the Konami side-scrolling beat 'em ups.
Yep.
Like Turtles.
X-Men, Turtles in Time,
Simpsons.
Simpsons, the first Ninja Turtles. They don't have Metamorphic Force, and they don't have this other one. But they got a lot. They got NBA Jam. They got the football game by Midway. They just have a lot. They have all Mortal Kombat games, like all of them.
Interesting. Let's see. Another gaming franchise that was kind of dormant. You know what? I know we got a Mario Tennis game. I didn't really like it. I kind of wish they went back to the original. Yeah.
It felt so.
It was forced, really. I mean, they're like, hey.
They needed something to put out that fall because Star Fox got pushed.
And I think that one was really geared more to kids, because it did kind of fine, because a lot of kids were getting it for Christmas, so they were getting it for the holidays. Like I don't think that game was meant for older adults or even Nintendo fans. I think smaller kids who were into sports games and just needed something to play. Because to really think about it, there's not really many tennis games, because 2K don't make the tennis games no more. Yeah. So it was a good sale for Nintendo to a lot of little kids.
No, you know what? Like I'm always on board of kids playing more games and stuff like that. But man, we also deserve some games here. Come on. So, and you know what? Like I was playing the demo, and even on hard, that game is easy. Like I was just
Yeah.
feeling like, man, I remember the N64 Mario Tennis just kicking my beep so much, so often that I would like rage quit and I had to like turn it off and come back like a couple days after.
Hmm.
And this Wii U version was just like so easy, so like lifeless to some extent that I was just really disappointed. So I would like to see and I know it's not Dormant, but I would like to see a Mario Tennis on DNX that goes back to how hardcore that game was back in the day.
I kind of want to see Project Hammer come back uh, and give it to a developer um, who wants to do action games. And I know it never got released, but I kind of want to see that. Let's see if they could bring that back to life, even though it's not Dormant. There was another one uh, that it came out in Japan, but it didn't come out here. It was like a crisis thing, like the city was being destroyed, uh, and it just never came here. I gotta look for it. I gotta look for it.
Too human.
Oh no,
Nope,
shoot.
don't talk about
Oh, come on,
that.
man. That game was the best.
You know what? We're forgetting one Nintendo franchise that has been dormant since, I mean, since forever, really. And people really want another entry in that series, which is Earthbound.
No,
Yeah.
they're not gonna get Earthbound.
I know we're not. I'm just saying we need another one.
I'm kind of
Like,
surprised they didn't announce Mother 3 for a virtual console release, though, honestly.
I am shocked.
mm,
Especially because, like, 2 years ago they did Earthbound. Last year they did Earthbound Beginnings. And, like, this would have been, like, okay, it's Earthbound Beginnings, I thought. Had a real chance of being there.
Yeah.
then who's gonna localize it for them to put out? And would it be worth would it be worth the purchase?
I mean,
Yeah, it would.
that
Yes, it
game's already
would.
been localized. They could have just, like, I don't know. They're that game would be so cheap just to get that translation and publish that, like, Nintendo would hardly have to put any work into that. And, like, I don't know. I'm not a huge Earthbound guy at all.
Hmm.
I don't understand the love for that franchise, and, like, some of it I kind of feel like is I don't know. I feel like a lot of people say they love that game that don't really love that game. They just do it to say they do. But, like, I feel like if to cater to those fans, Mother 3 it would cost Nintendo so little, and it would put out so much fan service
Hmm.
just to release that game. And, like, I'm totally shocked that it wasn't there.
I mean, it
Yeah.
would make if they would recoup any money that was lost for or they used to do the translation. Like if anyone would do it, I would say 8-4 play. Just let them do the translation. But I don't know, they have to keep quiet about that. Um, if it ever gets announced here for release, it might just crash the server. I really think it probably will crash the server. And who gets the benefit? Do Wii U owners get the benefit, or do new 3DS owners get the benefit?
I mean,
I either.
you know
I don't
what?
care.
Now that I think about it, now that you're talking about it, and I wonder if, like, they're waiting for this DNA infrastructure to be set into place, and, like, waiting to release that game so everybody can play it across every platform,
Maybe.
because they're
Hmm.
saying that infrastructure is going to come in a giant Wii U and 3DS update, and it's going to be on NX and work with PCs and other consoles supposedly. But, like, I kind of feel like once that infrastructure is in place, you can play it anywhere. So
Yeah.
maybe
And
that's what they're waiting for, and, like, that's why Virtual Console releases have kind of been sparse lately.
Mm.
Even though we did just get Mario RPG this week, which,
Mm.
would you want Monolith to do a Earthbound 4?
oh,
Or
it's like a giant
who?
open world type RPG.
Yeah,
Uh,
like who would you guys have to
I
do another
think
Earthbound?
I think that Monolith's worlds are so big and so, like, because Xenoblade Chronicles X especially, that world's so big, and, like, I feel like Earthbound's not. It's and if they went open world with that, I feel like someone like almost like the Pokemon Company could take that on. not like them specifically
Yeah,
because
Monolith.
obviously they're
Monolith is not the developer for Earthbound. Earthbound is not about open world. Earthbound is about the story and the connection and the characters. You don't really need a big developer. You just need, yeah, someone like the Pokemon Company. What?
But
wait before you keep going. What if Telltale did an Earthbound story?
Nope.
oh,
Nope. 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 I'm so
Corey,
against Telltale.
Corey, I'm coming down to Cleveland to hug you right about now.
Not that like I love Telltale games or anything, but like in terms of like telling us a story and like building a relationship with the character that you're playing and like building relationships with supporting characters, like they could do it. Don't Nod could do it. Someone that has experience with those types of games and like, it doesn't have to be
Episodic
Telltale. It could be
Earthbound.
Don't Nod. It could be who just. Who just did that one? God, I can't think right now, but like someone that's a
game?
story-based, like episodic game, I feel like Earthbound could work like that.
I don't know,
So
man.
I just
It's Telltale would be able to. I think they would be able to tell a funny, like really good because they did the Max that rabbit and dog game.
Man.
Yeah,
Sam and Max.
Sam and Max. I think they could probably use that as kind of funny dialogue and charming gameplay for Earthbound, like Earthbound 4.
I don't like Telltale's. Their engine it's bad. It doesn't run properly, and their games are too greedy sometimes. I don't know. I don't think I will hate for Telltale to take on Earthbound. If I'm 100% honest, I will actually enjoy Atlus using the Persona team to make an Earthbound game.
It doesn't fit Atlas' motive. I
You
don't
mean
think
it doesn't? It's a JRPG. It's exactly what
No,
you do.
no, because Earthbound is kind of a funny modern like weird out game, and it doesn't like Atlas. They love demonic stuff. Shin Megami Tensei, Persona, even Fire Emblem, Sharp FE.
No, how
Yeah,
is this demonic?
I mean, but think about like there's something
Besides,
about
no, hold on. I'm gonna stop you there.
even
Who is
even
more
Captain.
demonic than Gygas?
But you don't experience demonic stuff in Earthbound. Earthbound is supposed to be light and funny.
He corrupts the entire world and makes everyone fight for him. What more demonic can you get than that?
But it's not demonic as the Persona games as Atlas games. Persona 3, you're shooting yourself to make the Persona come out.
No, that's just Persona 3. Persona 4 is so kiddie
But in
that they
Persona,
move from there.
but Persona 1 and Persona 2 are even demonic.
That's too old. I mean, newer stuff. Like, look at the new stuff.
Oh man.
I don't think. Oh, this is a good conversation. This is a really good conversation. I'm loving this.
Oh man, I love you guys so much.
I'm almost choking my water when you say that.
Oh man, because everybody, I don't know. I just said Telltale because I know that they can tell some decent stories when they want to, and like the new Batman game looks like it's gonna be great, and like they're obviously pretty good at getting you attached to characters. So that was just a thought that popped into my mind while you guys were talking. I didn't mean to break up another podcast.
Probably,
It always
probably
happens with us. That's the thing.
right. Probably Camelot or Brownie Brown. Well, the people who used to be Brownie Brown, they probably could do it. Maybe the team that Silicon Valley that I think they did
Robot Boys.
Second, I think they could probably do it also. Earthbound game. Please not give it a Square Enix. Let's finish Final Fantasy 15 first. Oh, dang Nabil again.
Yep.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right. No, but yeah, I are we missing any are we missing any Dormant franchise? I think we literally covered them all.
Um, I'm trying to look and see. Uh, I mean, Metroid is another obvious one. We're getting Paper Mario later this year.
Yeah, but that's not really Paper Mario.
Yeah, it's kind of taking the sticker star thing, I think. Isn't that what they said
Yeah,
with it? Yeah, I
which
don't
I'm
know.
not a
How,
fan of.
I guess
how
like
is
a
this?
real Paper Mario game.
Am I good to go?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
wonderful. Um,
Yay.
I want a console Fire Emblem, like a real console Fire Emblem. But like, I love the games on 3DS and stuff, but like, handheld gaming's not really my thing. But like, I still play my 3DS a lot. Uh, Man, I don't know. I'm trying to look at my Wii and GameCube games, but
No, I think we really cover. I mean, like Balloon Fight will be another game that I would like to
yeah,
see
I
back.
think I wonder like another game I'm thinking of is like Kid Icarus, even though we got a 3DS one, but like I think if
Like a
they did
console one.
like a console like Zelda-esque adventure with
That
Kid
would be
Icarus,
cool. That
I
would
think
be
that would
cool.
be really cool. I actually had a
Kid
conversation.
Icarus?
You know what? Especially since they're moving directions with Zelda, maybe to keep fans, still like, hey, it's okay if you don't like the new Zelda. Here's a Kid Icarus that it's exactly the same like the old ones, but
Yeah,
like the old Zelda games. I mean, so, maybe.
Could, Kid Icarus should make a comeback? I think they just got to change the gameplay.
yeah,
That would be interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, wait a
Um,
minute.
I don't know,
Yeah, well,
man.
like I think we kind of cover most.
Yeah, I feel like we covered most of them. I mean, I know it's not a Nintendo franchise, but it did appear on a Nintendo console. ActRaiser. I feel like they could do some interesting things with an ActRaiser game right now, especially with like all the technology. Even if it wasn't on Wii U or NX, like I feel like ActRaiser would be a good one
Yeah.
to bring
But they
back.
had to go to Square Enix because
Yeah,
Enix made that game.
yeah,
So
yeah. I know. I'm just thinking in my head like these games that I loved on the older consoles. It was just like, but
Yeah.
well, that covers our first topic. So we're gonna.
oh oh no, that's the rare title.
Oh man, Banjo-Kazooie 3 on NX. No, okay.
Sadly.
Come on, Phil Spencer, give it back. Give it back. Give it to Retro. Imagine what Retro could probably do with Banjo-Kazooie now,
Oh yeah, that will be interesting.
Uh,
since they kind of are
Let's
the
just
new
wait.
Rare.
Let's just wait for ukulele first. Let's see how that pans out first.
yeah.
Oh man. I'm so excited for that, and like Mighty Number Nine just made me so disappointed for all Kickstarters moving forward. Except like, I have that one little glimmer of hope because like Shovel Knight was so good that
Yeah, I
like
know, eh?
I'm really hoping Ukulele is really good. But we're gonna move into our next topic, which is Pokemon. There's three Pokemon games coming out this year. Pokemon Sun and Moon for 3DS, and we are getting Pokemon Go on mobile for the first time. Yay, Pikachu!
Yay.
Yay! So I guess we're gonna start with Pokemon Sun and Moon, and then end with Pokemon Go because I feel like we kind of have a lot more to say about Pokemon Go since it is coming out next month. Well, this month actually, right? They
Yeah.
said it
This
in
one.
Yeah.
July, and I kind of feel like Pokemon Sun and Moon is sticking pretty close to the traditional Pokemon formula. Maybe
Yeah.
adding a few new things, but nothing really to
Too
report on, I
crazy.
guess.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But let's start with Pokemon Sun and Moon. Uh, are you guys excited? I've been feeling. I listened to the most recent NVC today, and they were talking about Pokemon Go,
Yeah.
and
Me
I
too.
got this just urge to play a Pokemon game, and not like I loved Red and Blue when they came out, but I downloaded them on the 3DS and I played through to like 3 gyms. I'm like, man, this game is so slow. I need something with like modern mechanics, like a sprint button or
Yeah.
so. I'm going to seek out. I don't know if I should seek out like uh, Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire, or if I should just
X
go
and
to
Y, X
X
and
and
Y.
Y.
Yeah.
So
Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are pretty much a remake, and
yeah.
they took away the fast leveling up that made X and Y so awesome.
Okay. So X and Y it is. I'm gonna search out X and Y, but yeah, man, I've just been like craving a decent RPG to play on like because like I can play Tokyo Mirage Sessions on the couch with on the gamepad and stuff, but like I want something that I can just like kind of watch TV and not really pay much attention to.
Yeah.
And like Tokyo Mirage Sessions has this interesting story going on that I kind of want to pay attention to, but Pokemon doesn't ever really have a story.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's one there, but
Mhm.
who plays for the story? They play it for breeding or battling or whatever.
Please.
And like I want that while I'm sitting on the couch watching TV. So like I don't know. What do you are you guys excited for Sun and Moon? Because I kind of am.
I've already pre-ordered both games. Like when we got the cars in before they showcased it at E3. Or no, actually the day they actually showcased it on E3, we got the pre-sale cars, and I was the first in my whole store to put my $2 down to get both games. So I cannot wait for this game.
Yeah, I always get excited for a new Pokemon game. I mean, I've been playing Pokemon since Pokemon Yellow in '99, so I'm a big fan. I will always be a fan. To the point that I don't need to see like anything really about it. Like I need to see the announcement trailer, and like that's about it. I don't need to see new videos with new Pokemon. I don't need to see new Mega Evolutions. I don't care. I want to experience that by myself. So
Mhm.
yeah, like I'm always excited for a new Pokemon game, and you know what? Sun and Moon they look really good. They look like they can be the best Pokemon games yet.
hmm
So that makes me really excited. Which one are you starting with?
Like starter or
Yeah.
game?
No,
Which
no. Which Pokemon starter are you starting with?
Oh, Litten, the fire Pokemon,
I'm
always.
Yeah,
going with
right.
Every
Poplio.
I'm
every
going with
Poplio.
Poplio too.
every Pokemon game I've ever played, I've started with the fire type, and like
Really? I
yeah,
always go grass.
oh my gosh,
I was very.
Charmander's like my favorite Pokemon
That's
of all time.
nothing against my Squirtle, man. Squirtle is where it's at.
Yeah,
That
but
Blastoise.
I know,
Uh,
but I know uh Charizard specifically has a lot of weaknesses just because he's a flying type.
Flying type.
Now he's flying type, dragon type, fire type.
Yeah.
Like he has a lot of weaknesses, but like I will do anything to get a Charizard in this next game. Like I will Wonder Trade, I will do
Well,
anything.
you can transfer from X and Y.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, I know that, but like
see, see, Charizard is a gangster, just straight gangster. Ever since the Pokemon anime, he just did not care. He would be disobedient, and if he didn't get his way, he was gonna burn you. Just like he was so gangster, and I don't know why they made him that way until Ash and him build a relationship later on in the anime series. But there's just something about Charizard that I appreciate. I don't know why. I just really don't know why. I think with him being disrespectful in the anime it just made me laugh because Ash would be like kind of whine and be like, do this, and he was just like, I'm not about, you know
yeah,
what, get out
well
my
like they
way.
did that in the game because he was always the most disobedient. Like once you hit that level cap before you hit the next gym, Charizard or like Charmander was always like the most disobedient one. Like if you played through with the Bulbasaur or Squirrel, they usually listen to you. But I
Hmm.
always felt like Charmander was the most difficult to control all the time. And like they played off that in the show and I thought it was awesome. So
Yeah. No. I'm okay. So you're starting with the wrong Pokemon. Edward and I are starting with Poplio, which is the right choice, of course.
you're the wrong
Um,
choice.
which version of the game are you getting?
Um well, see, Brian's getting Sun, so I was gonna get Moon, and we were just kinda gonna trade back and forth, and because that's what we do when we get a Pokemon game. We always get the opposite versions, and like eventually I'll get both versions because I do that. But like I'm probably gonna start with Moon because he's starting with Sun, and we're gonna play through kind of together and talk about it.
Cool.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'll probably gonna start with Moon. I like the cover for Moon. I like that art box.
I like the cover for Moon a lot better. Yeah. You know what? I just have to wait to see what Nintendo sends me. Just I'm gonna be stuck with whichever game that's like this is the one that you're demoing, and I'm like, all right.
And you know I'm going to be at home just like completely jealous because you're playing it.
I'll probably be yeah. I was gonna say like I'll probably start playing that like a week or so before the
We're
game
not
comes
friends
out.
anymore. I've decided.
I'm sorry. I
There's
wouldn't spoil
some-
that though.
You've broken my hopes and dreams.
I'm sorry.
Our
Are you
Nintendo
sorry?
web at my job came in, and there's a red Nintendo notebook that we have, and it's so amazing because they got all the Mario power ups, and it looks so nice. I literally told them just like, when can I take this home? And or do you have another one that you're not using so I can have? Like I want that so bad. You Nintendo reps get some of the coolest stuff. And I just wish that you would sell it in our store so I could buy it. Like I would buy a Nintendo notebook if they ever release one.
Yeah, I was in a GameStop by my house like probably a year ago, and there's a Nintendo rep in there, and like she had this really awesome, just like this Nintendo jacket, just like it was just
Like a blue
zip,
one, right?
yeah, it was a blue like zip up hoodie, and it just had
Yeah.
like the gray Nintendo just like on the
Yeah.
chest right here, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
I want that jacket. And she's like, I'm sorry, this is all for Nintendo employees only. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
I sometimes give
I
him
was
a
like,
free
I
swag.
was like, here's my resume. Where's my jacket?
I actually got a Mario Kart keychain, and if you look on my Facebook page, I got the Legend of Zelda cartridge box. That when you open it up, it makes the music. It is a dee 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 dee. I'm just like, I literally nerded out. I was just like, yes, I scored.
Oh, man. I'm the one thing I am excited for about Sun and Moon though is it looks like they're actually going full 3D
Yeah.
instead of like the half like only in towns type thing that the last couple releases made. So like I'm pretty excited about that. I'm excited because like what they were showing on the treehouse while that we were painfully waiting for Zelda actually looked pretty interesting. Like the dynamic battles and like the environments look good while you're battling. The animations of the Pokemon while you're battling look really cool. Walking around looks really cool. So like that's like the biggest thing that I'm excited about is like it's finally in full 3D. I can just kind of walk around. It's that one step closer to that console version that I want so bad.
And I'm fine with the marketing the way that they did it because recently they released like 7 new Pokemon, like the artwork and stuff like that. Um, this is the first time them really promoting Pokemon Sun and Moon and even Go, because they don't really put they don't really market it well before the game comes out. Like they don't really show off much, and with this game having a new director, it's kind of cool that they're doing this. Um, so I definitely can't wait for the game to come out.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited. It's gonna give me a reason to use my 3DS again because like I loved Fire Emblem. I'm actually trying to push through Conquest even though it's like super hard compared to Birthright. It's brutal, man. Conquest
I
is
gotta start
brutal, brutal. It makes me just be like, I just want to go back to Birthright and restart and play that again. But because Conquest is more like the old ones where it's just like there's no really any grinding. You just have to be good at the tactics part of the game.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of burning me out a little bit, but like I said, I'm gonna play through Link Between Worlds again real soon because Edward, you and I had that conversation where I'm playing through Zelda games that I think will
Yeah.
have a bigger influence on Breath of the Wild than we may think. So, but yeah, man, I'm kind of excited to just sit down and watch TV and play my 3DS again, and I feel like that's going to be the game to do it.
To pop in my Skyward Sword and get to that. I love Skyward Sword.
Man, we're gonna have to have an episode on our Zelda retrospective, and like after we get done playing some of these games, Edward, and kind of like sit down and talk about those.
Yeah, because I know I gotta push through Majora's Mask. I just hate that
It's
time
so
again.
it's the 3DS game is way better than the N64 game because when I wrote the review when that game came out, you can find that on digitalnerdadvocates.com/Majora's Mask review. But when I played through the N64 game beforehand, I'm like, man, even Zelda's come a long way from this. And like played through the 3DS version, and I was like, man, they improved on so much. You don't have to like spend your time waiting around for things to happen. You can just fast travel to the time of day that you kind of want to play around in, and that made a huge difference alone. And like some of the other smaller things were really fixed, but man.
I kind of need to go back to our Arena of Time or Ocarina of Time because it's been so long since I played that game.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Me and Ocarina of Time have some problems with each other. Mostly because when I was playing it for the first time, I was a really big idiot and didn't realize that the whole premise of the game was going back in time to do things. So, you know, me and Ocarina of Time have an issue. I haven't played it since it came out. So I played
Wow.
through it once, and it took me over a year to beat it because I didn't realize that the Shadow Temple, you had to go back in time and beat the first part of the temple before you went back and beat it as an adult. So like, yeah, I still need to go back and give Ocarina another shot. It's stressed me out, man. It stressed me out. Don't laugh at me, man. I
I'm
can't.
sorry. You know what? I got my 3DS when Paper Mario Sticker Star came out because I love Paper Mario and I want a new Paper Mario game, and I thought, you know what? I'm working and making some money. Why not treat myself to, a 3DS and getting some Paper Mario going? But you know what? Just in case, I'm gonna pick up Ocarina of Time because I've never beat it back in the day, and it never hurts to have like a backup game in case you're getting tired or frustrated with one game first. Um, Turns out that Seeker Star sucks. Stop playing that. Just play Ocarina of Time. Oh, it's a good time.
I love that game. So funny.
Yeah. Oh man.
I like Pokemon Go. I think I'm gonna skip that one. I that is it's good that everybody's getting into it, but I'm so used to Pokemon being on the handheld that I want to grind and I want to get my Pokemon strong, and I just don't want to do it on my phone. I don't
I'm
want to do it
so
on the tablet.
I'm still confused at like what this game even is. After listening to MVC today, like I thought that's what it was. I thought it was just a Pokemon game, like on the go, like basically, and it was just using GPS to use as a map instead of like pre-made maps. But like, there's no really battling other people, and like there's gems set up in weird locations, and like
Right.
the whole thing is capturing but not battling the ones that you're capturing, and like as excited as I was for this game to like play it and try it out and stuff, like I'm even more confused about what this game is than I was initially. And like I signed up for that
The
thing
beta.
the field test, but I didn't get in. I'm not special, but
No,
uh,
I
but
was gonna envy you if you did though. I was very disappointed when Canada didn't get uh, in on the beta. I was super ready to go nuts and capture Pokemon. And I guess this is the Pokemon Go discussion now. But yeah, you know what? I play Ingress when it came out. That's the Google game um, that the people that made the game are working on Pokemon Go. And you know what? Ingress was fun. I met some people there. That was really cool. And you know what? I just want to go out with my phone, see a Pokemon I like, trying to capture it, and then try to defeat a gym leader, meet some people. Like, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good time. Especially during the summer. Now during winter, there's no way in hell I'm going out to capture any Pokemon. Screw that.
Yeah. Yeah, and like they were saying that they were like traveling to places like by car and like going to try to catch Pokemon by car because they saw the silhouettes and stuff. I'm like, I feel like that works better in a place like Japan where everything's so close together and like
Right.
kind of on top of each other, which is kind of what like Nintendo's always kind of based their stuff on. Like Street Pass is obviously based on like a subway, their subway system, and like I just feel like that this game would work better somewhere like that than here, where like I'm not gonna lie, where my parents live, where I grew up, is like a rural farm town. Like they're not like you're gonna have to like run out in the middle of a field to try to catch a Pokemon, literally, and like the gym is gonna be at the local church or something weird like that, you know? So like if you're not in like this a huge city, like how is this game gonna benefit people? Like how are people gonna benefit from living in different places? Like I guess maybe it generates different Pokemon, but then how far do you have to travel to get Pokemon that you really want? Like
Right.
it's
Well, that's the whole idea, right? It's just you trying to, go out somewhere, meet, like, get to know your city a little bit better. Maybe travel and just give it a go and find some new Pokemon. They were saying that because they live on the Bay Area, there's a lot of water Pokemon, right? And I thought like, hey, well, like I'll live in one of the coldest parts of the world whenever it's winter. Am I going to see a bunch of like ice Pokemon? That would be really cool. Then I'll have to like travel somewhere to capture some different ones. Like I'm okay with that. Like, I like traveling, and I always take my phone. So why not give Pokemon a go whenever you're traveling? It's just something fun and silly to do. It's like Miitomo. Like, is Miitomo really necessary? It really is not. But do you like changing your clothes there? Yeah, you do. At
Yeah.
least I do.
I gotta get Samsung tablet. I gotta get a new tablet so I can get back into playing my Miitomo. Uh,
You dude, my
yeah,
my
I actually started doing that again. Like I've been hopping on like once a week in Mitomo. Finally got that Zelda hoodie I wanted though, the blue one, because like I got a bunch
nice.
of like the t-shirts and like the ears and the wig and stuff. I'm like, it's not really what I want. I want that hoodie that's really 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 hard to get at the bottom. So
And see,
finally,
I'm
I
I'm
remember
pick,
my first try.
and see,
well, good
I
good for you,
spend
Adrian.
I'm sorry.
I really want to spend money in Miitomo because there's so many clothing outfits on there that I want, and I don't have enough coins, and I will buy coins just to buy clothes.
Yeah.
Dude,
Uh,
my me looks more baller than me. It's just not cool.
I need to
My
change my
my
me's
me has
clothes.
hair. Makes me feel better
Yes.
about myself. It makes me feel better about myself. I gave
No,
myself really cool hair.
come on,
Well, I
Corey.
made myself
I
thinner,
can't
so
give
there's that.
myself this. Look at this. This is terrifying.
Come to the bald side. It feels good.
No,
Come to balls.
here's what I've been telling people. I'm like, look, I'm keeping the hat and I'm keeping this hair until I turn 30, and then I'm gonna grow my beard out longer and just get really not like buzzed off
Uh,
all the way like yours, Edward, but like really 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 short and just keep
short.
it that way.
I was gonna say that, man, because if I was in your situation, I would just rock this big ass beard and just bald it and just
But
look. I
see,
like that looks
I
badass though.
See,
I can't go the giant beard route because that's what Brian has, and that would be taken away from his thing. And then
yeah.
Joey rocks the beard. I can't be. a third beard.
And see,
You're
Adrian, you
really
do.
the Bearder Bros. We'll change the podcast name.
See, Adrian, you do.
BNA.
Adrian, you do good with short hair compared to long hair.
I've rocked so many different hairstyles. Right now, I just haven't gone around to going to the barbers. I'll
This
probably
is
will
this is
sometime
funny.
soon. It looks smaller
Yeah,
too.
But what
yeah.
happened to the sideburns? Why they not connected?
I don't know. I didn't design the thing.
It's just how it is, eh?
Yeah, it just stops and then it keeps going.
This is like what the.
I don't
It's
know.
just really funny.
The-
No, yeah, you know what? What are we talking about here now? What are we-
I don't remember. Oh, Pokemon Go.
Pokemon
Yeah.
Go. Pokemon Go. So my thoughts on Pokemon Go. I'm excited. I do want to play it. I don't know how long I'll be hooked for, but my city has like this very big Pokemon League championship, right? They do like weekly TCG tournaments and game tournaments, and they actually have gone to the qualifiers for Worlds in the States. So that's really cool. I'm pretty sure they'll be doing something around the lines for that on Pokemon Go. I'm excited to see what the community in my city has to offer. I'm all in for it.
Yeah, and I can't wait to hear what people think. And definitely for kids in my area at work, I wonder, how they're going to kind of react and be talking about the game when they come to my job. So I can't wait to hear it. I know definitely just for me, it does nothing because Pokemon has a special meaning to me, and I just kind of want more for it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm like it's free, right? I'm gonna check it out
Yeah.
for sure. And then
Yeah.
they have like a paid version too, or they have like a thing that goes with it that you can buy or something.
No clue.
I,
The add-on part that Nintendo's selling for $34.99, like the watch the AR thing.
yeah, it's kind of like that weird Poke Walker that they sold with Soul Silver, and like that's what it reminds me of at least. But
It
Yeah.
totally does, yeah.
but I don't know. Like I'll totally check it out, but I feel like it's gonna like it's totally that Nintendo thing that they've been stressing about their mobile strategy is like they're gonna make these mobile apps that make you want to buy the real games, and like that's totally the vibe I'm getting from this. Is like I would really just rather be playing X or Y or Sun and Moon, instead of
Right.
instead
But
of
I
this
Well,
think
mobile game.
this is more of the Pokemon company than Nintendo.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're saying. I know this is Pokemon Company. Nintendo really doesn't have a lot to do with this title, but at the same time, like Pokemon Company, like Pokemon is arguably 3DS's biggest franchise. Like, and I feel like they're still taking the Nintendo strategy through this game, where like, yeah, here's our free game, but please go buy our real one on 3DS this fall.
Right.
That's just the vibe I'm getting, and like it's cool. Like it's gonna be reaching a lot of people, and I know a lot of people that are like really excited for Pokemon Go that don't even own a 3DS, but like really love Pokemon, and like I don't know. That's just the vibe that I'm getting. Is just please buy our game when it comes out this fall. Here's something to hold you over.
I don't know. That I don't think one really excludes the other. I actually think Pokemon Go it's gonna make people buy more Pokemon games. Just because having it, like, just imagine the sheer amount of kids that have like iPads and tablets and stuff like that, and they just play stuff on those tablets because their parents don't want to buy like a dedicated handheld or a home console or anything like that, right? They'll grow up and they'll play Pokemon Go and they'll go like, hey, there's a Pokemon thing that I really enjoy. And parents will probably go to Toys R Us, they will go to Best Buy, they'll go to GameStop. So like, hey, like my kid really likes this Pokemon Go thing. Like, what else do you have that it's kind of like it, right? Like just the way they ask about Minecraft, right? They're gonna ask about Pokemon as well. And the employee, someone like Edward or someone like me, they're gonna go, hey, no, like you can buy a 2DS, and you can buy Pokemon Sun and Moon, which is fantastic games that just came out and stuff like that, right? So I think it's actually gonna move a lot of sales. I mean, just look how Mitomo is moving retweets and a bunch of other stuff to get like the Zelda gear or the Splatoon gear, and then like you just go back to the app all the time because you want that Zelda hoodie or you want the Splatoon shirt or the Splatoon shirts, or you just want to look cool, dress up as Link, like I do. Baller, 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 baller.
You look like the imposter Link that would be in a spin-off Zelda game.
Yeah, I
Like-
totally will. Like an
You
indie
look
game, like an indie game Zelda game.
You look like a character from the A-Team.
The fifth, the rare appearance of the fifth member of the A team.
Right.
I'm totally okay with that.
Oh
I love
man.
A-Team.
Oh my gosh. Oh
My
man.
one of my cousins said that I kind of look like that generic Latino guy on G.I. Joe. I'm like, yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I'm like Cortez or something like that, or Enrique. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I don't know, something like that. And I have, I have the big shades, and I have like a cigar, and I always talk in Spanish because fuck it. I just cursed, damn it.
Oh man.
I'm
Gosh.
sorry.
That's like the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yep.
Cortez.
Like, all right, I'm okay with that. That's fine.
Ah man.
I feel so bad now calling you Connecticut. You know.
It's fine.
Oh man. See, I can't say cool names like that because I'm the white guy in this show.
Hey, no, this podcast has everything, right? We have you, who is the host and the white guy. We have Edward, who is another host, and the black guy. And you have the comical relief, which is the Latino dude. Like, it works.
At least we know if we were in a horror movie, Edward would die first. We
Exactly.
Shit, I know how to run. Y'all the one. You the one that want to investigate.
Yeah, I'm the fat one. I'll probably die first.
No,
Oh,
Corey's
man.
gonna
No,
investigate because he's the. It's always the white person who wants to investigate what's really going on, and then they just want to solve the murder and stuff.
Yeah, but the
Me-
white guy never dies.
Adrian, you know who you are? You're the guy that gets stepped on in the Lost World by the T-Rex when everybody's running at night through the
Yep.
camp.
Yep. That's me.
Oh
That
man.
is exactly me. Lols.
Oh, I love this show so much. You guys. Oh my gosh. I love you guys so much. I'm so glad you're here.
Welcome to the Love Podcast,
Yeah.
presented to you by.
The DNA.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. Oh my gosh. I'm just every time I like go to do a show, I'm like kind of like because we somehow I decided to do so much and like I always am like really tired, but by the time we get started and you guys are here, it always makes me smile and laugh and like get really hyped up and energetic and like
Yep.
just want to keep going. I'm just like, I love you guys so much. Like last week, our rant on Shovel Knight was just fantastic.
I know, Shovel Knight. That's another NX title. Give me Shovel Knight again. On the
Yeah.
next. With amiibo support. So I
Yes.
can
I
fight
can't-
against Mario.
I can't
I
wait
want-
to play that new DLC.
I want like a whole line of Shovel Knight amiibos, one of each night.
No.
I'm okay with that. I love Shovel Knight so
Of
much.
course,
I'll
you're
buy
okay with it.
it.
Oh,
I don't need to be spending. Well, I end up spending $100 on it anyway. Be like, dang nabbit, I need this one, this one, this one, this one, and then I'll take a pictures to this show all of y'all and make y'all jealous. 'Cause I have it first.
Very much.
man. Speaking of amiibo, it's not really amiibo. The missing Infinity figures I needed were on sale on Amazon today, except for
Ooh.
Dory. So now all I need is Dory, and I have the whole set. The whole set.
I didn't. I forgot to check. I'll
But
check
isn't
Tuesday for
Infinity
you.
dead though?
What?
Isn't Infinity dead?
It is, and I
Oh.
have every single figure
Oh, okay.
except for one.
Which is Dory.
which is Dory, and Dory's $30, and I'm like,
Oh, that's the play
wait a
set.
minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, but it's all right. It's all right. It looks good. They look good together. I'm
Yeah,
proud. I
they,
actually, because like every time I go to start a collection, I never finish it. But this is like the first major
Collection.
collection that I've finished, and there's a definitive end to it.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that like you can rest assured that there's not gonna be another character for that.
And it's
Which
that.
really sucks, because like some of the concept art for those other characters started coming out. Like the Doctor Strange one, they came out, looked really
Yeah,
cool.
that looked really cool.
Some of the Rogue One stuff, and like some of the really deep, dark internet rumors of the Kingdom Hearts crossover infinities that were like they were talking about partnering with Square to have some sort of infinity functionality in Kingdom Hearts. They're gonna have like a Sora and like the designs of Goofy and Donald.
I don't know.
That would have been really cool, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Sora totally fits in with this art style. Like they totally could have pulled it off. And Riku and Kairi and the
Heartless.
birth. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man. But then you would have got really deep into that lore unless you just didn't include any of like the Final Fantasy characters. But like you could have had like a Cloud and Leon and Sephiroth Infinity, or like they could have done so much.
At least we're getting a Cloud amiibo, so there's that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get it.
Why?
I have. You
He
have
doesn't
not
like
been
Final
keeping
Fantasy
up.
VII.
I hate Final Fantasy VII.
Oh,
I
really?
think I think it is one of the most overrated pieces of garbage.
Oh, I agree. I
No,
100% agree.
no. That's Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy
Oh,
VIII
get
is
out of
probably
here,
made up
Edward.
a ball of acid.
Mm-mm.
I still stand by Final Fantasy 9, 6, 12,
Yes.
and 10
Yes.
are the best ones.
10
It's
is a
a bunch
stretch.
of gar.
10, but I
bitch.
have this because Final Fantasy 10 was like the first Final Fantasy that I really got into and played all the way through. And then I went back and played 9 and 8 and 7, and then I got the Anthology and Chronicles versions of 6 and 4 and played those. So, I played like all of them all at once, which was, I don't know if that was a good decision or not.
It probably
I
wasn't.
still
No.
need to. I still need to beat Final Fantasy 3/6.
Oh my gosh, dude! And I got so obsessed with the card game in 9, and like,
I didn't get into that card game.
oh my gosh, I was just like, well, I played Final Fantasy 9. I bought 7, 8, and 9 all at the same time, and I was
Uh-huh.
debating because I didn't have a PS1 until like after I got my PS2. So I went back and got all these PS1 games I thought I was missing out on, like Crash and Tomb Raider and Metal Gear and Final Fantasy and like I bought everything. And I went back and I was like, should I start with 7? Everybody's saying 7's the best one. Should I play with that? But
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I think 7 is very overrated.
Yeah.
I think the same way of 10. 8 and 9 are, and of course 6 are by far some of the better Final Fantasy games.
Guess what? I'll just draw magic, and then I'll give you a bus where you can't use magic.
yeah,
That's just garbage.
yeah. But
But I love VB.
Yeah.
VB's my
we should
choice.
we should probably wrap this show up. We all have things to do. We want to get this episode in. This has been DNA Pow Block. Edward, Adrian, I'm so glad you joined me on this episode.
Thank you for having us.
Anytime.
I mean, you guys are just part of the crew now. You're
Yeah, I
stuck.
was gonna say like
Right.
I think we're just the cast now.
Yeah, you guys are just stuck. You guys are part of the show. Listen to their podcast, World 1-1. Edward's Optional Opinion. You can go listen to. Make sure you check out Tuna Cycle when it comes out.
Oh, Jesus
Adrian's
Christ.
game.
I
Oh,
just
yeah.
want that thing to be out now.
Dude, that
So-
banner's on the website
I know,
circulating.
I know.
My money is waiting, Adrian, to buy it. My money is waiting.
I know.
Yes, yes. Check out our other shows on our YouTube page, the Digital Nerd Advocates Network, or on our website at digitalnerdadvocates.com. You can also download the DNA podcast on Thursdays off iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and Google Play. And we have also put Nerds Gone Rogue on that feed as well on Mondays. So you'll be getting 2 podcasts on that feed. And if you want our other shows, check out our YouTube page or our website and all of our other content on digitalnerdadvocates.com. And until next time, we love you.
Bye.
Do, 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 do.